Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Wednesday to you. My name is Jackie Vandersar-Boot, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in both Canada and in the Netherlands. And Wednesday, stamping through my stash. What is it, and why do we do it? Well, my goal is to ink up every single stamp set that I buy and to use all the dies. And I want you to get into the same habit because you have a 3-month guarantee on your stamps and dies. So it's in your best interest when you order something to right away ink them up, make sure they're all working properly, and that the dies are cutting beautifully. Because if there's a problem, you can get them replaced for no charge at all. But if you wait more than 3 months, it's going to be difficult. The other benefit is that once you ink up your stamps and use your die cuts, you are going to be excited about your purchase. You're going to be more likely to use your stuff. It's not just going to gather dust. And the next time you get it out to play with it, you're going to have a little surprise. You're going to have extra die cuts and stamp images that are all ready to use. So let's take a look. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the Snowy Wonder stamp set. Now, I was not going to get this stamp set. I really wasn't. But then I really wanted to have this little house. And I love the house. I love the penguin. I love the snowman. And I love the paper that goes with it. So this is the stamp set. And then here are the dies. And what's really cool about the dies, there's quite a few of them. I put them on a piece of magnetic sheet. And so that's not the only dies. There's also this one and this one. And what those two dies do is that they make shaker snow globes. Okay, so shaker cards are a lot of fun. Now, I have all this stuff sitting on my lap, so I can't forget it. Look at these cute little loose snowflakes. And I'm going to be using these at my Dutch retreat. And fun hasn't stopped. This is also a part of it. Look at this beautiful ribbon. And the neat thing about this is you can also change the color with blends. You can color this any color you like. I've seen it done with the garden green. I haven't done it yet myself. I love Pool Party, but that will be another video. Now, before we start stamping, I want to show you the pretty paper. So I already used this paper for a beautiful card for my Stampin' Haven tutorial, which was More Than Autumn. I used this paper. And then this is the other side of it. And then, so the dies, the big dies that I just showed you, they cut these out. So that's great. And I'll be making a card with you at the end of this video. So there's a lot of things that you can do. I think this paper would be really wonderful for some family crafting. This hobby doesn't have to cost a lot of money. I'm not going to lie, it certainly can cost a lot of money. The one story I like to share about that is that when men have a hobby, they don't feel the need to justify themselves so much. So as women, I think we could take a page out of their books that when we like something, we should just go for it. This month is a great time to do that because there's a really great deal on the starter kit. So you can put a lot of product in the starter kit for a lot less money. If you want to have information on that, just shoot me a message and I'll tell you all about it. But isn't this paper beautiful? You've got a really nice mix of patterns. And I just want to show you the back of this one here, because I really love this one. On the back of this one is this. Isn't that so pretty? I mean, who would have thought to have pink snowflakes, petal pink snowflakes, but I really love the non-traditional look of this. So we'll see what we do with that. Now, I'm just going to put this off to the side, and we're going to do some stamping through my stash. Okay, so we're going to get a piece of plain white cardstock. Here we go. And I have already put some stamps on the blocks. I've kind of separated them into different colors, so I don't have to stamp each one individually. Now I'm looking for my garden green ink, and do you think I can find it? No. I have 4 ink pads here. I have Real Red, Pecan Pie, Early Espresso, Pool Party, but the garden green has disappeared. Okay, I found it under a stamp set. So these are all going to be done in garden green, and all of these do have dies, okay? Just so you know. Now, sometimes I'm a lazy stamper, and I shockingly don't like to die cut a lot of little dies. It's just my thing, and it depends on my mood, okay? That's my little honest opinion on that, but they're great stamps. So don't feel you always have to get the dies. I really love this die set for, well, I'll show you my favorite ones later. So here we have holly berries, a present, and a candy cane. And then we have a few snowflakes and a few snowy peaks. Or, yeah, it's, I'm not quite sure. You guys are going to have to help me with this. I want the pool party color. Because I'm not sure if they could be like those jujube candies that you use when you make a gingerbread house. But tell me what you think. I think they're meant to be snowy peaks. Pretty little snowflakes, and what I love about snowflakes is they make great background stamps. So I like combining snowflakes from different stamp sets. Let's see, we're going to do this cute little house. And I'm going to do it in pecan pie. Here we go. Isn't that cute? A little Scandinavian cabin. That's how I mean, it doesn't have to be, but that's how I refer to it in my mind. And now we're going to do the snowman, the penguin, and the little snowman hat. I just want to give a little shout out to everybody who deals with chronic pain. You know what? My hat is off to you to go negotiate through life when you are always in pain. That takes a lot of courage. So way to go. All right, now here we have our sayings, and I think I'm going to do it in red, just because red is one of my very favorite colors. Now the red in this suite is actually Poppy Parade, and I'm doing this in real red. But in the color of the paper, it's actually Poppy Parade. So here we go. Season's greetings, let it snow, Happy New Year, and a cute little dot there. Okay, so those are the stamps. I think I've done them all. Have I? I have. Yes. Okay. Now, I want to show you, I just want to find out here. There are 20 stamps in this set, just so you know. Now, let's take a look at the dies. So we have these two big ones here. Just move this out of the way. And I'm going to show you a few die cuts. So we have this one, the little snowflake. Now this one I love, 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 love. That's a little die that we, right here, and then there's these guys. Let me see if I can find them. I put those on little adhesive backed things so you can use them as stickers. And then here, oops, a little bitty snowflake. There, they would look really pretty embossed as well. And then like here is the snowman that's stamped, and here's the snowman that's been cut out of the paper. Here's another snowman cut out of the paper. There. And then there's another little die cut, and look at the little houses. There's a brown one and a green one. You can make a whole little village. Cute, hey? And then we have this. So you can definitely, here's the little snowman hat. So you can give your snowman, snow person a little hat. We've got the little present die cut. And then we have this little textured tree. I did two of them. It's nice to make a little forest. So, and what else do we have that I haven't shown yet? Okay, this one. And this little guy. So little mountain peaks. And now we have, I'm just going to clear all this. So here you can see all the dies. Now let's just move them out of the way. These got cut out of the paper. So take a look. We've got some snow globes, So, and then look, you can mix and match the bases for the snow globes. See? And then you could add little, see, like look, the little pieces that you've die cut can get added. Oh, I'm having a hard time picking this up. That maybe isn't so pretty. And then look, see? So you can see how you can just picture the whole family gathered around the table and everybody making their own cute interpretations of the products and playing and just, anything to get your kids, your family off of their screens and doing something together around the kitchen table, gets huge brownie points from me. I just think that's great. Making memories, those are memories that you'll never forget. Take a look here. I can add the tree to that. So, you can leave them plain just the way they are, or you can add other die cuts to make them even prettier. So I thought we would now make a card. So that is the whole suite of products that I've just shown you. And now we're going to make something. Okay, so I thought maybe we would make 2 cards today. And what I've done is I've just taken a plain, thick white card base. And in the one, I've cut the one snow globe, and in the other one, the rounder one. And I'm going to put a piece of acetate in behind this one and the other one. But before we do that, I thought for one, I would do some embossing. And on the other one, I want to do some snowflake stamping. So let's take a peek. I'm going to take this. I've got this big old envelope that came in the mail the other day. And we're going to take these 3 snowflakes. So I'm going to take Pool Party ink and I'm just going to make a pattern of snowflakes around. And I just want to make sure that that big one doesn't end up in the same spot everywhere. I want to make it look pretty with some of the snowflakes going off the end and not too many big snowflakes everywhere. Okay, so that I think looks quite nice. I only got one little line in there, so that's not bad. Now let's move that big envelope out of the way. It's come in quite handy actually. And now I think I'm going to take the Snowy Sky embossing folder and emboss that one. So it's called Snowflake Sky. I had to buy another one here because I took mine with to Canada and then forgot to bring it back. So now an important thing I'm going to share about your embossing folders. This is a 3D embossing folder. And what you want to do is I'm just going to put this in like this. And then we're going to close it up. You always want it to go in your embossing folder with the crease forward in. It makes sure that helps prolong the life of your embossing folder. Now, I put this little thing on there to remind me and to remind my people that this gray one is for 3D embossing. So you don't need this number 2 plate. You only need the number 1 base. And it tells you right on here, insert embossing folders hinge first. So with a 3D embossing folder, you just want number 1 and number 4. So this is number 1. And we're going to lay this on here like so. And then we're going to put number 4 over top, and then we're going to put it in our die cutting machine and run it through. So let's take a look. Oh, how pretty is that? So now let's fold it again. Look how nice. Isn't that so cute? All right, let's move this out of the way. Now, we're going to put our adhesive sheet in behind here. So what I'm going to do, I'm not making this a shaker card. I'm going to make a shaker card another day. This one's just going to it's just going to be with a window in the front. So I also want to make a magic slider card, but can't do everything in one day. Usually with my stamping through my stash videos, I keep the cards fairly simple. So this is actually a step above, I would say. Here. The acetate will also fortify, it will strengthen my card front, because when you emboss a layer, it does weaken your cardstock because it's pressing it into a different shape. So now, if I can find it, yeah, here's my, I've got this old pokey tool. You can also use the take your pick tool. It has different attachments you can put on it, which is also great, but I also just love this old one. You know, sometimes your old tools are your friends and you're comfortable with them. Oops. Thank you to everyone who bought a Stampin' Haven tutorial. We're doing something new, and on the first day of the Stampin' Haven tutorial release, we are do a flash sale where you get it for a third of the price, for $5 instead of $15. So next month, stay tuned so that on the first day of the release, you can get it for free. Not for free, for $5. Okay, so now I'm going to, this is going to be a little tricky, and I should have maybe done a little tracing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, here, put this so you can see it. I'm going to put some liquid adhesive on the back of this, and I'm going to hopefully maneuver it into place so that it works. And you know what? This is just an idea I came up with. Maybe afterwards I'll think, you know what? I should have done it a bit differently. I'm going to just wiggle it. There, that looks good. Let's see. No, that's fine. It can move over a wee little bit to this corner a little bit down. Oh, you know what? It's in there. It's all fine. And now I thought it would be fun, because you know how I can't decide which color I should have as the base. Well, look at this. On the front, I'm going to give it a red base. So now it looks like there's, see, you've got your snow globe like this. Isn't that fun? And then we're going to give it another one in the inside. There, I want to give it just an extra measure of adhesive. That's going to go here. There, and then in the inside, we're going to give it another one. Look at that. So now you've got two snow globes, one on the inside, one on the outside. And then I'm thinking that I might want to cover this up. I don't like it that that is, that's shown, but I'll show you a picture of that later because I haven't quite decided how I'm going to cover that up yet. Yeah. So that looks cute so far. Let's close it up. And do I want to have a saying, and maybe we're going to have let it snow instead of, I'm going to stamp that in on a scrap of white. All right, let's see what this is going to look like. I just re-inked my pool party ink pad, so I don't know how that's going to go. Let it snow. I don't know if that's because I didn't clean it well. Let's see. That looks a bit better. I don't think I cleaned it well. So I thought that maybe, oh yeah, here it is. The tailor-made tags would fit. And guess what? I am right. So we're going to cut that out. Now I'm tempted to use this pretty ribbon, but I don't know if it's going to be too thick. So let's just have a look. We're going to cut this on an angle, like so. Move this out of the way and pop that through. It is stinking cute, isn't it? And then we're just going to lay it like this and then tie a piece of linen thread around it. So maybe a little bit further there. And then we're just going to go like this. This could get a little messy. I'm not sure because you might need another hand, but I'm just going to do it like this. And so pretty. Okay. I love ribbon and I love linen thread. There. How cute is that? And you know what? There isn't a substitute for linen thread. It's just one of Stampin' Up's best ever products. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim this down. Oh, there we go. How adorable is that? Okay, pardon my intense pleasure. Okay, maybe I'm crazy to make 2 cards. Look at that. How cute is that? I'm so happy with this. All right, let's just grab a few dimensionals. Now, I'm also really concerned. I don't want the dimensional to show through on the back of the card because that would be ugly. So let's just lay it here and let's be really strategic about this. So it's going to go on the top of that corner and then we're good to go. So right like so. And then take them off. And there we go. How cute is that? Now let's open it up. And remember how I was talking that I don't like that you can see this, it doesn't look nice. I took another piece and I just trimmed it a little bit smaller and look, it's not perfect, like there's a little bit of an edge on either side, but that covers it up perfectly. So then you have a beautifully finished card both sides. So let's just do that for a minute. And I'm going to show you a little trick to make that easier for the next time. This was an afterthought. And when you guys make this card, it's going to be a forethought. Here we go. And I have one other little word of advice for you, and that is to wash your cutting plates once in a while. Give them a good scrub because they do get dirty after a while from adhesives, from I don't know what. It's a bit of a mystery to me, but they get dirty, and when you're die cutting white things, or then it gets those little bits of dirt will transfer to your white cardstock and it's not pretty. So there we go. I'm just lining up the shapes so that I don't see it on the other side. There. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I did make sure that this layer was smaller than this piece, and then I laid it on there and I trimmed a little bit off one side to make it work. But that also makes your card a lot sturdier. See? So how cute is that? Now we could add a few snowflakes from that pretty container. Look. And then let's just take a look. These are really nice and thick, okay? So see how pretty that is? If I just add a little bit of liquid adhesive, and I know most normal people would now use their take your pick tool. I'm just too klutzy for it. It doesn't work for me very well. So I just won't do it. And I know this worries me a little bit because, oh shoot, that was way too much. I'm just gonna lay that on there. The nice thing about that liquid adhesive is that it does dry clear. So just put a tiny little dot and a tiny little dot, and then carefully put your snowflakes on there. Here. Some people have these really cute little tweezers too. There. I just make my fingers do the work. There, and now we'll just give them a slight little tap. And then look, isn't that cute? That really does add something, doesn't it? Just that little sparkle of, and you could put something else on the outside too. I don't know if we want our penguin. I want to see if I can find my little penguin. Or you could put a snowman sitting here like that. That's kind of cute too. But you don't want to add too much to it. Maybe that. Snowman or no snowman? Let me know in the comments if I should add the snowman. And then look, of course, the snowman does need a hat. Can I find my little die cut hat? There's so much going on here. Okay. Well, I cannot find the hat. Oh, I see my pile of die cuts. It's right here. Okay. This is just for fun. But I used to love making snowmen as a kid. I've still done it with my grandkids. That's kind of cute, isn't it? Okay, let me know, snowman or no snowman. Now let's just take a peek. I don't know if I'm going to finish the other card. We are at a 25-minute video right now, but I did promise you, so I shouldn't go back on my word. Okay, so I'm going to show you what to do if you want to make that second layer right away, okay? So I've cut a second piece of white, and I've just cut off about 1/8 of an inch on either side so that it fits in without, because of the crease. And that's exactly right. I might have to trim it a little bit more. I'm going to do this, and then I'm just going to give it a little line here. Well, I've done the whole thing. Okay, so now I know exactly where to put my big die cut, if I can find it, okay? So I went ahead and did that, and take a look. You see those little spots? That's because I haven't washed my plates. So it is time for me to wash my plates. So let's take our piece of adhesive, and you know what you could do too, let's just see. Instead of carefully going around the circle, I'm just going to do this. Wow, you know what? Tear and tape takes 2 steps, right? Because you put it on and then you have to peel it off. Well, look at this. I'm telling you, this is my favorite thing in the world for adhesive because it's fast and it's strong. Okay. No mas, no fuss. See, this is why we have a second card. Then you can see an alternative way of doing it. There. You can see the glue spread a little bit. That's why it's important not to go too close to your edge because otherwise it will spread. So this is kind of nice. You can see. And now I'm not going to emboss this. I'm just going to put it on and see how, it's pretty well perfect, but I feel like I should take a little bit off. But guess what? I'm not going to. Sometimes good enough is good enough. So let's do this. But this acetate, if you saw my little video on Instagram or on YouTube, the acetate comes from your photopolymer stamp set. You don't have to buy window sheets. You get them for free in your photopolymer set. So how awesome is that? There, and now you've got a really reinforced card. And so here we go. We've already stamped it. Now we're going to pick which one we want in the inside. Got so many cute ones to choose from. We could do this. We could do the penguin. We could do the snowman, but we did a snowman for the other one. Oh, well, we didn't really, but we're picking to do it. Oh, that's cute too, isn't it? Oh my goodness. This is too many snowflakes, so I don't want to do that one. It's going to be one of these. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Okay. I think we're going to go with this because I do love red, but we're going to go with yellow because it's unusual. Okay. And I'm doing this a kind of a little bit guesswork, so to speak. I should have traced this in the opening before I had the adhesive in there. I probably should have traced the shape, and then I would have been able to put this in right away. But now I'm just kind of doing it like that. It's got to move over a little. Whoop, 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 whoop. There. No, I'm not pushing it down. It can go down a little bit. But you can see how the tracing business would have been a good idea. Okay, now I'm going for it. Look at that. How cute is that? And now we're going to bring in a touch of red on the front because I just love red. Oh, I did red on the other side too. Oh, Jackie. Okay, guess what? We're not going to do red. We're going to go really subtle. And then we'll go for a pop of red in the inside. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, sorry. I get excited about strange things sometimes. And then before we finish this video, I have one little tip to share. Yet one of my other favorite products out of the annual catalog. Here. So this is Petal Pink. It's really a lovely color scheme, isn't it? Here. And now we're going to open it up. And I think instead of red, we're just going to go with a really soft palette. No shock this time. And we're going to add a pretty snowflake. So what my secret is, when I have a stamp set that has pretty little dies, then I get the coordinating cardstock and I put adhesive sheets on the back of it. And I have them tucked into my stamp set, and that way I can make my own little stickers. Oops, oh, there. If you just rub that off, it just keeps going. Okay, that's good. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, here is a little one, and it has a little adhesive backing, but I also had a bigger one. I have to find it. So here I have that little snowflake, and if you hold it in between your fingers nice and tight, then you can get in between here and you have that sticker. And there it comes, the backing comes off, and now I have a sticker. And I'm just going to put it here, half on, half off. And then I stamped this on white also with a sticker adhesive thing. There we go. And how cool is that? And then I don't even have a saying on it right now. But what I do like, see when the inside, we could do, and I really love this idea. I love having a backup plan because sometimes life throws you a curveball and you run out of time. And one of my favorite things are the days between Christmas and New Year, because all of a sudden the pressure of the holidays is off, and then you can send out some Happy New Year cards. How cool is that? And you could even leave the Happy New Year in the inside just in case. And on the outside, you can always add Merry Christmas if you have time. So those are my 2 cards for you guys. I had a lot of fun making them. I hope you had fun playing with me. Oh, the snowman just kind of fell off because I'm not sure if he should go on or not. So you guys have to let me know if the card on the left should have a snowman or not. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for Stamping Through My Stash. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and thank you for your patience that I was a little late today. I had a lovely cup of coffee in the sunshine. So take care. Take good care. Bye.